Dyer's ban now.
It as soon as he saw, you know, the likes of Innocence playing it in just pubs, as well as the FDC matches that were going on in China. So we'll see. He is one of those people that can get away with farming a little bit more than everyone else. Up, and that Eclipse, even from a position 5, starts to really chunk you down. I mean, Puck as well, just on her own, is able to dish out so much damage. Even something like a Void Spirit, who's very maneuverable, isn't able to escape.
5 seconds remaining.
No, I believe that the Tusk +1 is actually able to fare really well versus the Elder Titan in the lane. Naturally, the ET is probably one of the better position 5 supports to trade, but the Tusk with a decently strong position 3 can actually go head to head versus Elder Titan. So we've seen the likes of the Beastmaster be very common, the Nature's Prophet be very common as well, which is going to give them a lot of ramp up factor, which is actually what we already saw. Trying to think of the first, was it the Vici Quincy series where we saw the Tusk Void Spirit Fury on? Yeah, it was.
Was it Vici Quincy or Vici?
Yeah, it was Vici Quincy, because
Dyer's turn to pick.
Points away.
They're all blending together at this point, but
yeah, they are. I mean, series deep, man. It's so difficult to remember.
Yeah, I think it doesn't necessarily need to be like. It's not necessarily like a hero with multiple units, like, you know, the Beastmaster, like the Nature's Prophet. But with the Beastmaster, you've most importantly got that slow coming from the paws, and from the Nature's Prophet, great attack animation. You're a ranged hero. You're able to, you know, move around the map really quickly and join in wherever the Tusk is opting to go. So even if he does, for example, make a power rune rotation, you can quickly join him and get a pick off onto a mid laner that might be slightly out of position. And there's that instant lockdown that we were looking for. Some teams opting to go for the Shadow Shaman. Lion perhaps just feeling a little bit more confident about that one in lane, considering you're going to be, you know, they haven't really shown what this off lane might be just yet. You don't want to be putting yourself in harm's way with the short attack animation from the Shadow Shaman.
5 seconds
also nice
remaining.
to be able to burst down that Troll Warlord before he's able to get the Battle Trance off with the Finger of Death.
Yeah, very much so. They have that capability. Physical split between magical here for Neon. What are you feeling like? Because the Troll got picked up actually after the Pangolier, which we see a lot of teams like the Pango matchup to deal with the Troll. So is this just wanting to get Arme's comfort hero and then leaving the last picks here for Faith to be on and extra support?
I guess so. I mean, it might change the way that the Pango itemizes. I think you're always going to get the Orb of Corrosion, but maybe it's going to be something like a Yule Scepter, so you can just use it really early on against the Troll Warlord to be able to thunder on top of him, and just try and disrupt him in that way. But Blink Dagger is almost a necessity here because they don't have that instant lockdown outside of the Lion using it from the Fog of War. So super early, you're not going to be killing this part.
And I mean, they're not going to be killing the Beastmaster summons as well. Tusk Lion won't have the capability of doing that. And even if the Lion gets the Hex or the Earth Spike on the Beastmaster, he's got a Zoo to be able to utilize there to just chase down Lion. And it also buffs up the Troll, gives you a way to take objectives, which is something you were kind of lacking early, and then fills the void of now controlling the Pangolier. So all in all, you know, I love this Beastmaster getting picked up here from LG. This has been a hero that has been, you know, Lord Gaben has tried to nerf him, but he just keeps coming back from the grave. He is unnerfable, it feels like.
He keeps on keeping on, that's for sure. And you could just see with these last few bans coming up from LGD, it's all the things that can actually kill the boar. You know, the dagger coming out there from the PA. You've already got the Troll Warlord picked up for yourselves, the Weaver. You use the Shikuchi to get a lot of that damage, especially when the boars are the early levels. Combine that together with an Earth Spike and a couple of right clicks, that's normally enough to take care of it. So see what Neon are opting to go with this last pick here. Maybe we might see some heroes that haven't been picked quite as much. You know, we're going to see the likes of an Arc Warden, probably not, but you never know.
We got
here. I mean, it's again, I love this combo. Puck, Dark Willow, just terrorize. When you coil people, they're done.
10 seconds.
Yeah, it's also the crowd control that they have right now from LGD. find a choke point, it's going to be difficult for Neon. Trying to see what they want to pick up for Debil. They've got a lot of reserve time, so they can take their time here and scout out what's best for them. Is there something?
Choose your hero.
Terrorblade.
I was kind of thinking the Terrorblade, but like, you've got this huge window when the Metamorphosis is off cooldown, and that's probably going to coincide with when, you know, the Beastmaster is going to be reaching perhaps the level 3, so you can actually put a decent amount of harassment in onto him. I suppose there's not a ton of early game magic damage, so he's got that going for him with his high armor. Low HP always needs to be considered though, so it's just going to highlight the importance of controlling those power runes, making sure that Nothing to Say isn't able to rotate up to Debil's lane, and make sure he dies super early on. And then, as well, once Xingqiu hits onto the level 6, even just from a position 4 Dark Willow, you've got a pretty decent kill threat against this TB.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, you're taking a look for the LGD supports. Y and Dark Willow are going to kind of suffer with at least dealing the illusions if Debil does get an immense amount of farm. But I usually actually favor a Troll Wallet in this matchup. I think Troll, the battle trance factor, you don't care about the Sunder. The evasion's really nice with the Whirling Actors. If you get on top of the Terrorblade, then it makes it awkward with how Debil is able to play around, because of Arme is just gonna bring the fight to you if you can close that distance. And it's now a pretty common build where we see that Swift Blink, so very early opportunity. If you struggle with just running and closing the distance, it's a pretty core item that we've been seeing.
I'd say the slight edge would have to go to LGD, just because of how well their heroes are going to be able to combo together. You mentioned the area control, that's going to be a huge factor, right? You've got the Earth Splitter, you've got the Echo Stomp, you've got Dream Coil, you've got Beastmaster Hawk just to give you vision, you've got Whirling Axes, you've got Terrorize, Brambles, like everything that's able to stop people from going into a certain region. Whereas on Neon's side, it's basically only the Rolling Thunder and the Ice Shards, I suppose, that you could consider as that. If he's still going to go into this Battle Fury build here on Arme, you know, he does favor going that as opposed to the Maelstrom, but just look to try and deal with the TB illusions with those Maelstrom procs instead.
Yes.
Yeah, it definitely seems like trying to heavily favor the Battle Fury over Summer Regions. I've even seen Poyoyo put a lot more emphasis on the Battle Fury when he plays those cores. Haven't seen Monet yet, of course, through the groups. We will get to see Asta tomorrow, however, which I'm incredibly excited for. I love seeing how Lenham's able to draft.
Let us fight! Now we get the good stuff.
Take a look at how the lane setup's going to occur. Looks like Debil, just a natural setup at the moment. No shenanigans coming through. Now, one thing I want to highlight as well is that I'm a very big fan of a Tusk Terrorblade, that I think you want to have some way to always enable the Terrorblade to get a kill when Metamorphosis is available. I think that is one of the small power spikes that the Terrorblade can have in a lane, where you can almost get a guaranteed kill with that extra damage. You just need a stun, a slow, and well, Januel, I should say, gives you a slow but also amplifies your physical. So yeah, this is something I want to see Neon get very aggressive with when they have that capability.
They're trying for it, not going to be so successful again. Just that area denial, using the Brambles to be able to block them off. They were able to secure the kill onto the boar, which is nice, gives them that little bit of an XP boost. It's just about bullying out the Beastmaster as much as you can this early on. Another 2 seconds, you're going to have the tag team available again. They're going to go for another play on this. They have to use their time effectively, because they've only got about 8 or so seconds left on this meta. Looks like they're going to be able to.
Yeah, that they won't. And oh, this is a holy moly, that's a hard lane to go in. Rappy and Lion against a Troll Warlord and an Elder Titan. These are two heroes that are incredibly strong in the lane, and already we see Pango very much suffers, and the Lion is not going to be able to deal very well with an ET.
No, for sure. And I mean, even when it does get to the later stages of the laning phase, TB is one of those heroes that can go to the jungle, try and make up a little bit of farm there with his high armor. Neutral creeps aren't going to do that much to him, and you've also got your illusions that are going to be able to deal with it. But you've got the Hawk, right? You have the capability to scout out any type of jungling that might be going on, and quick rotation from the Puck and the Dark Willow is going to be all that's needed to take him out.
No.
Yeah, we'll see if they have that burst potential though, because the Puck early on can provide it, but then it starts to fall into a little bit of just, you know, the constant chip damage. So we'll see how that's going to fare here for PSG.LGD. But again, eyes on this mid matchup here. Puck and the Void Spirit. It's definitely not a lane that we are unfamiliar with. It looks like Yopar is just having a very good start.
Arme having a fantastic start as well. Already built up about a 300-400 net worth lead over the Pangolier this early into the game. You can never fault his farming skills. So now that it's reached level 2 here on to play hard, we'll see what he opts to go. Will he put the 1 value point into the Hex super early on, or is he just going to prioritize the mana drain and try and bully away the Elder Titan so that he's not able to continue spamming out these Astral Spirits early on, or at the very least have to buy more mana regen to be able to do this?
I have bunted for you.
Opting to go for the block either on some of these creep camps, so oftentimes Innocence, it's got the 2 points into the Echo Stomp, so not the Astral Spirit being prioritized here, but got 2 creeps to be able to pull this from.
Down bot, Faith Beyond. There's that meta with the tag team. Genuel can try and continue to chase down. It's falling pretty low here, so be careful who's going to pick up the kill. It will be Debil. Now with the snowball picked up, he's got that extra ability now to utilize thanks to the kill, giving him the experience. Tango regen ticking through. Nice body block from Debil. That actually might net him another kill, and it does. Very fire. Right click, not enough. Genuel. Oh, reflection Debil. That's a massive play from the Terrorblade. They are the plays you need to be able to come out ahead in lanes and games there. Some cute blocks.
To say, getting a little bit lucky there, being able to secure the bottom rune. They had the rotation coming through from Play Hard, so it's a little win for him, but bigger win, much bigger win, going to the bottom side with Debil getting that double kill early on.
Dire structures are
I mean, even with that, he's not yet level with Arme on the top side. He's still got a 300 net worth lead.
Oh, Debil might just feed away a bit of a kill here, though. Fortunately, the support left the lane, and without the help, they just come back and now put the pressure on. And this is going to be scary here because he's going to lose a lot of creeps as well. Nice pull from Xinkyu.
That pressure on. Rappy and Playhard have done a pretty good job at making sure, A, that Playhard's letting Rappy get the majority of this experience, get the lower cooldown on the swashbuckle, make the lucky shot even more effective, longer duration. What do we got scouting out here? It looks like Innocence might be trying to see, what's going on here with some of these ancient stacks, some of these hard camp stacks. It's just the hard camp for now, though. Get on to Innocence here, though.
It might be in trouble. Oh, that disarm is always going to help out, so why would not be up to man fight. And, I want to bring up, what do you think the reasoning is for the Wraith Band getting picked up here from Rappy?
Really? I mean, I suppose just because he's going to be bullied constantly, he just wants that little bit of extra armor. That's all I can really think about. Plus, when it gets to later on, not that he's going to have a really early max natural order, but you're going to need to rely on that armor from a lot of these items that you're going, as opposed to just your innate agility gain that's coming through your base armor. That ET, he's going to get rid of all of it. Isn't that fun? So it makes him one of those things that's actually really good against the Terrorblade once it gets later on. I mean, you think about the items that TB's going to get. Not too many of them have an armor component to them. It's all just, basically pure stats.
Yeah, so that's always going to be something to keep in mind here for Debil. But all in all, even though PSG.LGD are down in the kill count, still at a very good laning stage. Arme, it's always a treat to watch. If anyone is trying to learn how to increase, their efficiency in their farming patterns, then this is one player that I would definitely recommend. We constantly see Arme having, is an incredible laner and then can transition that into a very, very early farming item that we see constantly. And it's looking nothing short but that again here with his star.
I know it's an ominous prospect, but I feel like Playhard might need to be getting a little bit more aggressive onto Dream Call in the mid lane. Yopaj, she's getting over mid here.
Simulate not available because of Coil, and now the silence at the last second, but perfect snowball. And the puck actually went away with the orb here, so it's going to be able to keep Yopaj alive. Genuine positioning there.
Yopaj, the lucky one this time, but luck sometimes assisted by a few good teammates.
And now Shinkyu not going to be on his side here. Nice position with the Echo Stomp. It was just another defensive snowball, which this is something that we are seeing. Tusk just has kind of everything you need right now in the toolkit. I think the one big thing lacking, I guess, would be a way to really efficiently shove out the lanes, but the defensive snowball, a BKB piercing stun, tag team to help out in the laning phase. You're pretty much one of the only heroes that you can think about tri-laning with. Not that we really see tri-lanes, but it has that capability. And you got to bring up the Roche potential.
Yeah, good movement speed, good armor, strength hero, so some good HP gain. He's got it all. Almost.
There is a reason why we are seeing so many teams put priority on Tusk. He's just an incredible hero. And we've seen Neon in particular put a lot of emphasis mid lane. Nice kill. Yopaj, play hard. The synergy with the chain lockdown on point there. Puck's going to end up falling.
The effectiveness of that nighttime as well. Playhard able to get close enough to get the Earth Spike off before the jaunt away. Pretty juicy little stack here that they've got up on the top side. He's going to have to make sure that it's not scouted out too early on.
Dyer's middle tower
getting the kill eventually. To Januel though, as we see the TB's rotated back into the jungle. One kill is enough.
Yeah, time for him to go. We see this pretty often here, and it's kind of about time though. Whenever the Beastmaster gets the Necros, that is not a position where you want to be. And we see Necro Book's pretty busted item right now where, you know, there's a lot of position 3s rushing that item. And it's so strong just to be able to shove the position 1 out of the lane, get him in the jungle early, and get that early tower. You know, the gold, the map control.
You're speaking about the early map control. You know that's what Faithgun's going for. They've got this ward, so the smoke's coming up from Neon. It's going to get popped by Jin Q though. Great positioning.
Yeah, I love the movement from Neon, but at least they get a kill. Unfortunately, to support. They wanted a little bit better from that, but yeah, this is again what we see a lot of high-level teams do. They do not give up towers for free. They will bring the numbers. They will bring the goons to get those killers, and that smoke netting them the Dark Willow. They're still going to think about sticking around because they have this TP factor. You know, Rappy can always join them. He's shoved in the lane in a position where if he TP's down, he doesn't really have any priority to stay up top without a creep wave there. So, you know, there's always this factor of Rappy being able to join a nice defense as well.
We've got his boots coming out now to Yopaj as well, so he's going to be able to brawl a little bit more effectively, not be too concerned about standing on top of the Beastmaster and all of his units. That extra 5 armor, real handy. Talk about smokes with the mid laner +1. We've got LGD doing the same down to this bot side. They realize how important it is to open up the Radiant jungle to be able to test this TV.
Genuine, do they have the Sans? Hasn't been used, but nothing to say, but a little bit too late. And now there's the rotation. Rappy's going to join. The Bramble Maze holds him back. But the snowball. Januel will delay this again, and they also get rid of the Beastmaster creeps there. And guess who's farming? It's the Terrorblade. You do see, though, meanwhile, Arme is... he's farming incredibly fast. 91 last hits, top of the net worth. Already got that Perseverance. So, yes, the position 1s are both getting farm. It's now just on which team can make the plays and make the space.
Jiao's position. 3 different times has been able to save Yopaj from getting gone on by LGD. They're committing so much to be able to take down this mid laner on Neon's side because they know how much of a threat he is. DD rune isn't going to help matters though, nothing to say. Slowly slinking towards it, he's going to pick it up, and surprised me to see another smoke come out very shortly from LGD, but this is around the time that those tomes become available, so play hard. He's got that burst potential. Once he gets it delivered through to himself, have that first finger of death.
Are scanning for enemies.
He's a little low, he'll get away though.
Mid lane, Coil. First bit of combine. See if Yopaj can get out of range of the Earth Spirit. He will be successful, but Sans Curse doesn't actually get the control, a little bit too late. almost perfect synergy there, but Yopaj just gets out of the chain lockdown.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Done
attack.
by him.
Dyer's top
TV's
tower
a little bit
is under attack.
onto this top side. They know there's no Dream Coil, but
bottom tower
as
has
of course
run
with any Terrorblade, is the main issue. It's a lot of damage.
Nice Echo Song from Y. And Shinkyu has that ultimate to be able to play around with, but the Finger of Death, the ultimate's also going to come out from play hard. So he'll drop the burst, claiming his first stack of the Finger of Death charges here. Got a 1-for-1, but it's a 3,000 worth lead, Denog. That's so much already here for LGD. They're just playing the map so efficiently.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with the Terrorblade. You can farm up relatively nicely, and eventually you're probably going to do a better job at taking towers around your Metamorphosis timings, but when you got that downtime, significantly weaker. You can see he's forced to pop it just to farm up this Ancient stack, and again, it's going to be a non-factor for the next 2.5 minutes
Radiant's
afterwards.
top tower is on the rocks.
I'm yet to see a team so far shut down Arme. Like, he is going to have about a 12-minute 30 Battle Fury, probably. Maybe a little bit later, depending on when the courier gets out. That is a stupidly fast. Yeah, phase 1 Wraith Band. Yes, he's got pretty lucky with the Possessed Mask. River, Coil. Again, we are seeing they're constantly making sure that Yopaj has backup with the supports.
Invisibility!
Oh,
That's an Echo 3s as well already. Holy crap, they are farm.
With power runes at this stage. Caught out here with the stun. He's going to walk in. No.
Dyer's top
Save gets
tower
through, but
is
yeah.
about to take the plunge.
Running a little low on mana though on Neon's hero, so they're going to have to back off. If they get a lucky bounty, which they do, that's going to be able to stay out. He's just continuously looking to farm up that Blink Dagger. I think that's the key timing that Neon are looking for. Don't lose too much map control. Make sure TP doesn't die. And if you can get a kill, sure, great. Rafi getting that Blink Dagger to enable you to go for these kills on the Dark Below, on the Puck, on the field. They're the
Dyer's
main
top
ones.
tower is about to take the
Radiant's
plunge.
middle tower is under attack.
Well, trading top for mid's not going to feel too great here for Neon. Such an important target for the team. If you can keep that T1 mid alive, looks like they're thinking about moving over, but they have to sweep all the way behind the T1 because they're positioning from PSG.LGD. So they're going to be able to take their second T1 tower of the game. And guess what? Arme, Battle Fury already completed. This is just a incredible timing here from the Troll Warlord.
Yeah, he's going and why respecting all of the lockdown that they do have. To try feel here on the top side, able to scuttle away in time. So
Faces a stiff
pretty decent
wind.
threat.
Bunching for you.
Arme's out of there. He's aware that they're...
Scanning for enemies.
He's one step ahead of Neon. Already deep it out, gonna farm the triangle. They're gonna look for the kill on Y, but again, they want more than just a support. We saw them get the Dark Willow with that smoke down, but at least they'll use it to some deep observer wards where they're gonna look to utilize this in the next couple of minutes to find out where the Troll Wall is positioning. But have they gone too deep? The rotations are starting to come through. The Finger of Death, they're gonna be able to bring down the Elder Titan. Is still able to charge up the ultimate as well, bouncing back, but he only gets the one stun on Shinkyu. And the Rap is going to be pretty careful. There's nothing to see as well to be able to close the distance, but we'll do neither.
They're happy to just get any sort of kill at that point. Another stack being built up for that Finger of Death, obviously going to be really effective, and Rapid getting the assist gold, so 150 away from that dagger. He's not having too bad of a time, and I've been saying before, that's the Manta style complete for the TB. He's actually able to start joining in and having an impact in these fights now.
Yeah, very early pickup as well, but I mean, it's just one team smokes, the other team smokes afterwards, and back and forth we go.
Oh, speaking,
They're gonna walk up the high ground. Oil on one, right by the bounty timing. But Stabil's in a good spot to be able to contest this. Nothing to say. He doesn't have the ability to utilize to get on the low ground. Now play hard with the first stun. Sets up for the secondary one. That's the way they can cut them down as the Puck very reliant on making sure he doesn't get stunned up once. And now Shinkyu could be in trouble as well. They've got the AoE stun, so there is no way he's going to be able to TP out with the protection of the Shadow Realm. Even Yopaj flying on through. It was easy setup. Dominating streak now for your position too. Again, we are seeing Yopaj have a very good game.
Sends him to the Shadow Realm instead. I mean, it's a decent lineup. You're able to get both of the bounty runes, and with that, that's the blink dagger. How long have we got left on the Finger of Death? Still a minute. I think you could look to go for a kill attempt here, as long as Yopaj has got the mana pool to be able to do so. You just see the priority here is making sure to continuously pressure.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
Fight!
Case of cut the siege creep all the way back into the tower just to assist with taking it out nice and quickly. Or could they go for a smoke that is spotted out by the so nicely done.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I legitimately think it's been Neon smoke, get a kill. LGD smoke, get a kill. Neon smoke, get a kill. It's literally just back and forth. We're going to be running out of smoke here.
But then what did they do?
What do we do, guys? We have to just sit?
Yes.
Army's the one that they want. Level 15 now. He's got a little bit of that extra damage from the whirling axes. He's got much more sustainability, much more movement speed through the Usher and the Ogre Axe. It's a pretty scary prospect to be able to go up against.
That is twice now that they've whiffed on that smoke to find Arme. Before he TP'd from top to the triangle. They're on pass.
Look at all this dive.
And Dire trying to connect. Rappy should be okay. Yeah, that water high gun. Very true. Yeah, revealing the blue now, so he's not going to have that secret potential to be able to jump a fight.
Might be that Quicksilver amulet for a to potentially pick up.
Yeah, very nice.
Ring of Aquila, not too bad either.
Dire structures
Good
are
neutral items for him.
Ashel is just
Dire
the tree,
have the
just in the way.
spyglass at hand.
This net worth lead's just continuing to grow. We see it's not just Army that's getting farmed. It's also nothing to say. It's also Faith Beyond. For Neon, like, how...
Faces a stiff win.
What are they supposed to do in this game for them to have some capability leading the game with a advantageous position?
Double damage rune is going to help. Not to feel just sitting here. They're actually going to start hitting the sentry ones. That kind of gives away the positioning a little bit, and you can see the immediate response come through. Oh, popped. See if they can try and wrap around into the back. And to answer your question, they've got this blinked out from the Pangolier as opposed to any sort of farming or damaged items, so they got to get kills. This is where they got to make it happen.
Genuel, smoke pops.
Radiant's
That is
middle tower
halfway done.
Genuel. LGD, they know that they're not on a timer. They saw that D get picked up. They know the Metamorphosis pop. So they can wait, reset, do a very good job to keep the Bellwater alive, which gave them that information on Neon think about sneaking that Roche. And it's actually Radiant that have to deal with the lanes. You know, bots shoved in, top with the T1 tower, nothing to say, just pushes mid. So it's actually higher. You know, well, this window, knowing that the Metamorphosis is on cooldown.
They even got the courage there on Innocence, so he's going to help down really quickly. Beastmaster doesn't even need to hit, and they're making a play.
They find Rappy. Walk on the high ground here, just with the vision advantage. Rappy unable to get the Rolling Thunder out fast enough. Puck's able to get himself away to the western side. Genuel doesn't find him. Still in Roche.
The high ground first. I thought maybe Rappy might have go down that round before both the Rolling Thunder and getting away. Still got themselves. They've been able to pop Rolling Form. That's the case.
Well, nice enough from your approach. Yeah, Roche, I mean, that was like, vision is king. I mean, you've got Beastmaster, ET, Astral to scale, but not only that, it just comes down to the basic, dropping the wards in the correct spots here. LGD have done that. That potential sneak Roche was a good work for Neon, honestly, to come back in and have a strong game ability, but it's not the case here. Now, this could be Roche, we're probably also going to see LGD just get rid of all the outer towers with network. Use that then to continue rolling. Armor going BKB already up Sonya.
I feel like if you're LGD, this is kind of like a training exercise. Everything seems to be going to.
那时候就是跳进去打击的时候。
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
On disc, already ready for himself. The component locked. Make sure that to pop it.
Very early Neon disc for the pop, but I guess that's when you're against someone like a Hex. All you need is to disrupt that initial stun, and then you should have ways to get out.
Like this, the difference that's really standing out the most to me is beyond against Rappy. You know, his lead keeps on growing. He's continuing to fuck him up, and it's not even like he's doing anything, you know, massively influential. He's in his neck ball, he's just using his ball, just let him push the players out.
Radiant's middle tower
Just walking around, it feels like he's getting the over there, but it requires him to stay. It requires him to for a long time because he didn't even have the devil to be able to really take out these lanes.
Or even the erosion, which we've seen do a pretty decent job at just that. I mean, you're going to be going to ages here, but Armin's got some backup. They've won above the troll warlord, and they've won successfully. It means that Genuel is going to snowball on over on Pop, moving over. Nothing says it's going to haste. If you catch more heroes, they don't disengage fast enough. With hide in the area, the blink on cooldown. So a 1-for-1 trader. The Bill is still keeping up in farm. He's not having as much that to play with, so you see the troll is slowly starting to creep away. At least his positioning so far this game has been pretty solid.
And, you know, you can kind of afford him from falling into, let's just call it the trap that he did in his previous series that we've watched, where he just sits back and farms. I mean, that's his role this game. He needs to become enormous as this Terror Blade to be able to contest the Warlord, not allow him to ride up in his face and burn. He needs the... he needs to be... Maybe then he can take the fight, but not until then.
No, Rappy. Principal with Blink and the swashbuckle, so see Rappy's taking any farm he can right now. Actually, the enemy team's triangle camp to position him, but it's slow death, honestly. That's really what it was like. They've got a decent spike now, damage with the Void Spirit, Aghanim getting picked up, a lot of control to help him provide them.
Level 15 as well, picking up at the exact same time, so that's 160 damage for those charges in the team fight. If I was him, I'd use Ropo though. You know, you get the initial attack through using outful step, and then press pulse and all of your other combos afterwards to make sure that you are doing the most damage. I'm not sure if Quicksilver Amulet's the way to go for this Void Spirit. Similarly, in neutral items, Faith.NEON, you got nothing right now in your neutral stash.
Yeah, honestly, no reason to not have anything. There's a couple available for him, and please some better. So that's what I would say. Nothing to say. Build it along Januel, gonna be able to keep them in the tree line. Unfortunately, not as successful. So we do these ages has really just been the one. They don't get all the outer towers. In reason, it's just the farm that it was able to provide. Farming ages, which accumulates a 10,000 net worth fleet. They've also actually put out Rappy here, so Shinkyu needs some help to back up of the team. Need him to get the Rolling Thunder Roof and Rappy. Blink's back up, he should be okay. Oh, I say that though. Blink's up in a couple seconds here for the puck. And he has to follow the miss to the Rolling Thunder from the Pango is going to cost him.
You can see he really wants to be able to contest against any kind of ranged form on the Troll Warlord. You're kind of forced to do that when you're going up against these Terror Blades team fights. He's going into the he should be into the Aghanim Shard soon on the to get that roll up. Nice little bit of
Ready for a
there. And main users of that bomb on the full Hawk, just to be consistent vision, to be able to be used based exclusively on Dark Willow. You know, the extra range that you get from being able to use the
Radiant's middle tower can't handle this deluge. Radiant structures are... Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are fallen.
Killing spree! Ownage! The tower is under attack.
Illusion!
Thank you. I shall reconsider your...
Let us fight!
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Food for my food.
Bounty! Double harm shall I keep?
They're trying to bring down Radiant's top tower. top tower is on the rocks.
Radiant's top tower just got sent to the bottom.
Really tight, Hunter. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks have fallen.
Stop plotting. We have revenge tonight.
Turns against Radiant's top barracks.
Always against them.
Radiant's top barracks have fallen.
Under you, Kunga.
Killing spree! Radiant's middle tower can't handle this damage.
Dire does it. The Radiant Ancient is dead in the water.